This is the Line project in Saudi Arabia, also known as NEOM Future City. The world will witness such a mega project for the first time in the coming years. NEOM is not only big, but also the costliest project in the world. With an estimated cost of $500 billion, this project will feature 2 skyscrapers, each reaching a height of 500 meters, running parallel for 170 kilometers in the Saudi Arabian desert. It's like having 4,500 copies of America's One World Trade Center all lined up in a single row. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman dreams of turning NEOM into the advanced linear city of the future. A city where 9 million people will be able to reside within glass facades. What are the pros and cons of this organic city? Is Saudi Arabia making a mistake by risking everything to revive its declining economy? And if the NEOM project fails, what will Saudi Arabia be left with? Welcome to another exciting video from the Golden Mindset. Dear friends, NEOM is a project that will be a one-of-a-kind and unique city. It will begin in the west of the Saudi Arabian desert, starting from the Gulf of Aqaba and stretching like a straight line towards the east for 170 kilometers. When the Crown Prince of Saudi announced this project in 2021, it seemed like the project would never start. However, if we look at the satellite image today, the work appears to have already begun. There is a clear under-construction line visible exactly where it was mentioned. Although the length of the line will be approximately 170 kilometers, the width will only be 200 meters, approximately the width of one block in a neighborhood. The planned height of NEOM is 500 meters. 2 skyscrapers, each with a height of 500 meters, will run parallel for 170 kilometers. This is as tall as Imperial 2 in Mumbai, India, and 41 meters shorter than the One World Trade Center in New York. So you can now imagine the enormity of this megastructure with the details of height and length. Like the Burj Khalifa, which stands at a height of 830 meters, NEOM might not be the tallest, but the lengthiest skyscraper in the world. It's comparable to a project starting in New Delhi and stretching all the way to the Taj Mahal in Agra, India. According to the plan of the Saudi Crown Prince, NEOM is envisioned to accommodate 9 million people in the city. If we were to calculate the area of the building, it would be 170 meters by 0.2 kilometers, which is only 34 square kilometers. In this space, 9 million people will reside, meaning that there will be approximately 264,705 people in 1 square kilometer. The area of Mumbai in India is 603 square kilometers with a population of 12 million. This means that 19,900 people stay in 1 square kilometer, which is 7.5% of the population density in NEOM. Taking the example of Tokyo, the largest city in the world, where 6,380 people stay in 1 square kilometer, this is 2.4% as compared to NEOM. It is now proven that NEOM is a highly optimized project in terms of space utilization, allowing more people to stay compared to other organic cities. What typically requires 500 to 600 square kilometers is being accomplished in just 34 square kilometers. There is no doubt that it's a very positive project by the Saudi Prince. Given the growing population, pre-planned cities like NEOM represent the cities of the future. In comparison to other organic cities, more people will be able to reside here with fewer resources. These cities can be constructed faster and are also cost-effective. Such cities are known as linear cities. Since NEOM is a linear planned city, it comes with numerous benefits. Unlike other cities where there is a considerable amount of resource wastage, being a planned city minimizes such wastage, leading to almost negligible resource wastage. This, in turn, reduces operating costs significantly. You can get a fair idea with the example that the population of Mexico City is equivalent to the planned population of NEOM City. However, if we add up the total road area of Mexico City, including streets, expressways, and main roads, it totals more than 0.3 million lengths of roads. If this road is laid in one piece, it can encircle the surface of the Earth 7.5 times. In comparison, NEOM will have a road network of only 170 kilometers. The topmost layer in the line city of NEOM is the pedestrian layer, where no vehicles will run. The second layer has been named the service layer, where vehicles will run and shops will also be present in this layer. The third layer will be the spine layer, hosting a fully artificially intelligent, high-speed train network. Anyone wanting to go anywhere in NEOM will take a lift and sit in the train to reach their desired destination. This entire 170 kilometers will be covered in just 20 minutes by this high-speed train. We often waste these 20 minutes waiting at traffic signals in metro cities. The question arises, if linear cities have so many benefits, then why aren't other projects of linear cities being made? The truth is that the idea of linear cities is quite old and has been implemented in the past. However, it does not always work as envisioned. In the 19th century, a planned linear city was created in Madrid, Spain, called Ciudad Lineal. It had a width double that of NEOM, measuring 400 meters, and was planned to extend for 50 kilometers. However, the construction was only completed for 5 kilometers. The idea was to gradually increase the length over time and as per requirements. Surprisingly, it is quite challenging today to locate this city in reality. This is that 5-kilometer line. Today, the spread city around it has completely hidden it. This is what happens in reality. If you look around the world, cities and towns develop organically. People come and settle at a certain point based on their requirements, and the city starts spreading around that point. We always consider the distance to schools, universities, and offices before moving anywhere. Linear cities do not offer such options. Everyone has to adhere to one pattern only. Since these cities are very long, the distance between people also increases. Something similar happened with the line city of Madrid. It did not develop according to the requirements of people, leading to its inability to progress. Instead, it started spreading more. The benefits of linear cities are more for the government, as they are easier to operate and involve less expenditure. However, people live within certain boundaries imposed by such cities. However long the line city may be, it is always dependent on the outside world. Goods to fulfill daily life requirements have to come from outside. These goods, obviously, have to enter and exit through the designated points of the line city. In this way, new organic cities start developing around the entry and exit points, gradually disrupting the original linear structure. Other than Madrid, there were many more proposals for linear cities around the world, but either they never got started or never got completed. The question now arises, even after knowing all this, why did Saudi Arabia decide to go ahead with this $500 billion project? Saudi Arabia has become accustomed to earnings from oil, and now they are facing issues, while other Arab countries sensed this danger much earlier and diverted their economies towards tourism. Experts believe that Saudi Arabia could not foresee the upcoming problem earlier. According to estimates, fossil fuels are expected to dry up by the year 2050, and this issue will significantly impact Saudi Arabia. This is why the world is rapidly transitioning to electric cars and green energy. With 95% of its economy dependent on oil, this has become a significant challenge for Saudi Arabia. Experts believe that the Crown Prince has taken this step to navigate the current situation and also boost tourism. The main source of income for Saudi Arabia is Saudi Aramco, with a net worth of $2 trillion. However, this worth is attributed to the oil company, which generates an annual profit of $120 billion for the Saudi government. Out of this, $70 billion is allocated for the country's budget, leaving $50 billion. This implies that if this profit continues for the next 10 years, only then will the expenditure of the NEOM project be fulfilled. If this project fails, Saudi Arabia will not have the time to redirect their economy and explore alternative sources of income. What are your thoughts on this? Please share your comments below. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and we encourage you to share it with your friends. Take good care of yourself and stay tuned for our upcoming videos. Until next time, cultivate and embrace a golden mindset.